Hello everyone, this is Arifa. I hope you all are keeping well. Today I have a box, not just any box. Inside there is a secret question formula. You want to see how it works? But first, imagine you had a magic box. What would you keep inside? A toy, a book, or a giant slice of pizza? See, that is our first trick. A question that makes everyone want to answer. Today I'm sprinkling some magic dust on your teaching with not one but two powerful magic spell. Three P's. Present, practice, produce. PPPB. Pose, pause, pounce and bounce. So stick with me. At the end of this video you will get an activity so that you can try it in your classroom. If I ask you 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That's the dead end. What if I ask you students learn counting faster with fingers? You will pause, think, even argue. So which one makes you learn? Share your thoughts in comments. Which question excites them more? The fact-based or thought-based? Teachers, be honest. How many times you asked question in the class and the classroom suddenly turned into statue garden? Everyone froze, staring at the ceiling, desk, and the shoes. But you. Well, don't you worry. It's not the way they have joined the protest society. It's the way you ask questions. It's time to discuss the 3 P's approach. Think of classroom questions like a staircase from low to high. Every step takes students higher. Present, an icebreaker. I call it a popcorn stage. Quick, easy, concise, and recall questions. For example, what do plants need to grow? See, no wrong answers. Everybody would participate in this. Because the purpose of this stage is to get the voices in the class only. Let's discuss the structure of that question. Look at, think about, what do you notice, what do you see, and what do you know? Let me give you an example. Look at this story title. What do you think it's about? If you follow this structure, you will make your own questions to test this stage. After present questions, that is step 2, practice. I call it muscle builder because these questions are workout questions. They test what students have already learned and stretch their thinking. For example, if 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2, then what about 4 by 8? There is another example. If plants need sunlight, what happens if we put one plant in the cupboard? On this question, they have to use their brains a bit more. Let's see the question formula. Fact. What students already know plus twist if, why, how is equal to practice question. So the pro tip is why, how, what happens if are the practice questions. And finally, it's a show time. Step 3. Produce. I call it grand finale because these are big creative questions and give a chance to students to grow and shine. For example, you can ask your students to design an experiment to test how plants grow differently with sunlight or without sunlight. They are not just answering those questions, they are inventing, creating, and performing. Let's see the question formula for this stage. What would happen if? How would you change? Can you design or create? As I told you earlier, these are 3 P's. From present to produce. In present, we ask recall questions, and in practice, we ask questions where students can apply their knowledge, and in third stage we are empowering them to create something new. So it's just like a staircase from low to higher order. So I gave you the structure of these questions, and don't forget to try it in your next class. All right, teacher's magician, it's time to practice the spell. Look at the picture on your screen. Now you have to cook up 3 questions. One present question, one practice, and one produce. So let's start. What is animal wearing? Why do people wear glasses in the sun? If you design sunglasses for animals, what special features would they have? That's great. So now it's time to practice this with picture 2. Are you ready? Let's start. What are the children holding? What will happen if balloons slip out of their hands? If your balloon could take you anywhere in the world, where would you go? That's great. So these were 3 questions from my side. Now open your vans and write your 3 questions in the comments. I want to borrow your brilliance, teachers. Even though the 3Ps approach was introduced in 1960s and 1970s, but it is still effective in teaching. But nowadays, there is another research which was presented by T. Noda in 2022 and Frank Bose in 2024. They have introduced a new model, APC model, Awareness, Production and Communication. This model helped the students to connect their learning in their daily lives. So in my next video, I'll be sharing this model with the details, so stay tuned. As I have already discussed about 3Ps approach and gave you some examples related to present, practice, and produce questions. If you need more question samples, the link is given in the description box. Great. Now you all have the shining questions. So next time in your class, ensure the students joining in the fun instead of hiding like ninjas. So let me tell you one thing. As teachers in our classrooms, what we do, we ask questions and we instantly expecting answers from the students. Like we do these things in our class. Yes, who would like to answer these questions? Anyone? So it's my advice to the teachers, when you pose a question, so you need to give some time to the students because brain needs time to process that question. So here is a quick technique to ask question. It is called PPPB, a dance question. This is also known as Dylan Williams' magical dance. Pose, pause, pounce and bounce. So let's try this PPPB with this picture. Kids holding kites and flying them higher in the sky. So step 1, pose. Ask a question. What are the kids holding? Then pause. Give them few beats, no rushing. Then pounce. Point gently, not like a dragon. Ali, what happens if the wind blows fast? Then bounce. Toss like a beach ball. Sarah says the kite will fly higher. Good. Ahmed, what do you think? See, it's a dance, a question, cha-cha-cha, and your students all are invited. Pose and pause is present stage, and pounce is the practice one, and the last bounce is produce one. Because in the last stage, your students are being creative. And that is our secret question formula. 3 Ps and PPPB. What to ask and how to ask questions actually work. So next time when you try it in your class, your students will start answering those questions. Your magical questions in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and keep sprinkling the curiosity dust in your classroom. See you in next video. Take care. Bye bye.